Paul, how you doing? How's training been this week?
Wow, that's a good question. Okay. We haven't really done a lot. We obviously changed the shape for Tuesday night's game, so we did a bit with the lads on the training ground then. Got back as any fan who went to the game early hours Wednesday morning. Been down training today. We separated them off into two groups: the lads who played, the lads who didn't play, and trying to prepare them for a tough game against Cheltenham at home at the weekend.
2 games in a week, which is obviously a challenge. Fantastic result up at Barrow, really good performance to go with it, and a performance at Bristol that I think we can still be proud of and plenty to learn from as well.
Yeah, really pleased. I mean, the game itself, we want it to be competitive. We also wanted to get minutes into players because, over the course of the season, they'll all play a part. So, if someone got injured today, I want to know that the next one in is fit to play. So it was good for that. And there were some really good performances. I think the lads enjoyed it, which is important. And it gives us a chance to look at different ways as well, which is good. But fundamentally, it's about the league on Saturday. So we need to, back up good away performances with home points.
A player I'll just quickly mention is Marvin Ekpitesa, coming on to make his debut at Barrow and then, to make a start at Bristol as well. I think the fans have really taken to him already. He's got a fantastic song. How did you find Marvin's performances over those 2 games?
I mean, that's good news about a song. I mean, I know Taylor Swift's got a new album out this week, so I look forward to that being released at the same time as MK Don's songs. No, really pleased, obviously, having him in the building. I wanted him for the size and the pace he brings to the team. There was a couple of times that we nearly got cut open at Bristol City, and he just put the afterburners on and tidied up, which is good. I like to be brave enough at times to go 1v1 at the back, so that's also good. And he hasn't played 90 minutes this year, which sounds a bit dramatic, but we're only 8 months. But so we need to get minutes into him, and obviously the last 10 minutes he was chugging. Hence why I kept we tried to move him into midfield so he didn't have to run as much, and then wherever he was, the ball seemed to be. So we could have sat him in the stands, he'd have probably got hit by the ball. So. But we got him through it. He was cramping up, obviously. So he's a little bit closer to being fit, which is real positive for us.
Absolutely. On Tuesday night as well, starts for Nathan Thompson and Scott Hogan, their first in a while, and obviously Dan Crowley in the squad as well. Your team is starting to come back into contention a little bit.
Yeah, it's like when we got here, I think most of the main players were injured. I don't know if they knew we were coming, so they decided to throw one in. So it's nice to get all the players back, and obviously, we've got a few more to come back, but experience tells me that if you come back, you then lose a few more. So generally speaking, we're in pretty good fettle, which is good, and it gives us options, which is great, and it gives us a strong bench, which, you pick your 11, but that 11 aren't the 11 that win the game. It's the 11 plus the 4 or 5 you've changed. So that's crucial, and even more so at the moment with Saturday, Tuesday. It feels like Phileas Fogg this week to go from Barrow to Bristol to back home to away. So it's going to take everyone, as I always say. So it's good that there's been a lot of minutes in a lot of different players and a lot of good performances within that. Gives us a real positive vibe for the games coming up.
And the squad's really taken shape. I think there's some real strength in depth, which is something we've maybe lacked in previous seasons. I'm sure you've still got one eye on the transfer window, but for the most part, I think we're nearly there.
Yeah, I think we've only got another 6 or 7 to sign, and then we'll be good. I think we still need another couple of bodies potentially, but at the moment, I only want to bring players in that are better than what we've got. The lads' performances are, making it hard to do that. That's the truth. So long may that continue, but I think you've always got to try and reinforce it. I think new faces are important to keep the dressing room energised and to keep people on their toes. That's the honest truth. So for me, the performance at Bristol was good for many reasons, but one of the reasons was I had a lot of the first team starters sitting behind me, and they need to see that, look, if you come off it a little bit, you come off it a little bit in training. I've told them loads of times that I just picked the team to win. I've got no favourites. So you have to keep your standards high. So that performance midweek, and if you are lucky enough to bring anyone else in, just keeps everybody's performance levels in training and in games as high as we can, which can only serve us in good stead.
Cheltenham Town here on Saturday. Michael Flynn, a very good manager, experienced at this level. What are you expecting from them?
Well, we've watched them obviously in all 3 games, and and in fairness, they've been unlucky not to win the previous games. They've played well. They've created chances. They've been like centimetres away from getting on the end of crosses, and on another day they could have been, you know, a lot more handsome than what they are. And in fairness to our performances, it's not dissimilar. Like, we could have come away with 2 draws after playing well and creating. So I'm not led by the score lines. I'm led by the performances. The lads, I think at the moment in the league, they're the top pressing team and we're the second team. And I like to think our teams are excellent. So it just shows how hard they work. They're aggressive. They cross it. I love teams that. Well, I love my own teams that cross it. I'm not too sure I like the opposition crossing it, but they want to cross the ball. They've been playing at times with 2 up top, so you know that causes different problems to other teams we play against. So I know it's going to be a real tough game, and we've shown the lads a lot today, and we'll show them a lot more tomorrow. And then, respectfully, it's about what we do with the ball and how we try and break them down. So we have a rough understanding how we think they want to play, but you know, it's the 3rd league game of the season. They've played 1 or 2 systems already, so we'll have to have an educated guess what we think. But that aside, you know, we've got to try and stop them, and equally they've got to try and stop us. So I know they're well managed and coached, and it will be a difficult game.
And just finally, Paul, it is only the 3rd game of the season, but already I think you'll have 1 or 2 decisions to make in terms of the selection on Saturday,
Yeah.
which can only be a good thing.
Yeah. It's nice making decisions after good performances and points, really. It's obviously after defeats or, you know, a bad run of performances, you sometimes feel like you need to change, but sometimes you've got the best 11 out there. That's the honest truth. And it's like that in games. Sometimes you feel like you think, oh, shall I make a change? It might invigorate, but then sometimes you have to sit back and go, look, you know, we picked the best 11 for this reason, and we have to stay with it until we see it necessary. So there are a few positions under debate, and rightfully so, and there will be a few lads who are unlucky that, you know, they might not be in the starting lineup. But as always, you know, there's no sympathy. The best players always play, and you just have to keep performing at a level to get in the team.
Just quickly, I know we're only in August, but I'm reliably informed that the bobble hats have been ordered, so we can finally get that sorted for you.
I mean, that was a massive stress, to be fair. So I had a choice of a few today, but I think the MK ones are taking a bit longer, aren't they? Because I threatened that I was going to make my own. It's amazing, isn't it? If you threaten, things happen. So I'm going to threaten we're going to make my own Bentley and see when that turns up as well. So yeah, good news on the bobble hat score. Thanks, mate.
Just a couple of quick ones, Paul. So the 6 league games that we've read about and been talking about without conceding a goal. I'm no football tactician, but I think that also means you're unbeaten in that run. That's quite a nice little run that you've got going together now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's hard to take praise or confidence from the ones from last season, just because it's a new set of players. Because in fairness, if I lost the last 4 games, I would honestly say, I'm not bothered about last season. Because we didn't concede, I can't then be disingenuous about my delight. So, yeah, it is good. I think it's good for the lads to take confidence in the fact of like how we want to play and how we defend, and how I ask the lads to put their bodies on the line. So that's good in that sense of a learning, because a lot of the players we still have here are from last season as well. So it's not like it's a whole 22 new players. So that's good. And I think the lads appreciate how hard it is to keep a clean sheet. And it isn't just, I could be wax lyrical about the defenders or the goalkeeper, but I always say it's the 11. The front lads press. So like the other night, I've highlighted a couple of clips where Scotty pressed off the wide centre half to the keeper that kicked it wide. We won it back and won the attack again. It's easy just to drop off, let teams have it, and then all of a sudden you defend in your final third. So in that respect, the lads have been great, and when needed, they've tried to stop crosses or defend crosses. So yeah, they should all be proud of that. However, as good as that is, keeping clean sheets, which it is, that only gets you a draw. Goals are what people turn up to watch. Goals are what win you 3 points. So you need a bit of both. I think if you can keep, I think we said 16 clean sheets, you're not guaranteed anything, but you're up there, aren't you? Luckily last week we got a couple of goals for our good play. We didn't get anything midweek, and hopefully this weekend we can score goals as well as keep a clean sheet. That means I can drive home really happy and can treat myself to a black coffee and a chocolate biscuit, which will be great news for the Warne household.
At 1-0 up last Saturday, you took a forward off, Mendes, and put a defender on, the new lad, Marvin. Is that your way of saying to everyone that you want to keep these clean sheets? I don't want to keep saying clean sheet, but the goals conceded down as much as possible.
A little bit, and it's just the fact that we changed the shape, which made us bigger, for one, but harder to break down. So, look, if we'd have gone 1-0 up after 20 minutes, I wouldn't have thought at half time I need to change the shape to make us more defensively sound. It's more the fact that the goal was late on. Mendes started tiring, so I was taking him off, and it just felt with the players that we had, that system suited. So, it was easy for Aaron to go right wing back, for example. So it was more the fact that when we made the change for that game, we thought, right, we can get Marv on the pitch, get him used to playing, and that was a win. And it made us a bit more defensively sound, and I thought that they would come at us, because when you're 1-0 down, if you're 1-0 down against Man United at Old Trafford with 10 minutes to go, you'd have a go. So I knew that we'd come under it. So it's just the fact that we had another big lad on there for set pieces and throw-ins and that, and it enabled us to sort of get at them on the counter-attack, which worked quite well. So, look, if we'd ended up conceding 2, the argument could easily be, because I know how the football world is, well, we were doing fine till we put a defender on. So it works one week, it doesn't work the next. That's football, really. But they're the reasons, really, for what we had at the time. We thought the strongest 11 to see us out and to try and get another goal was that way.
Mm-hmm. And just one quick one.
Yeah?
That midweek cup game's gone now. That's fine. That's out. We're looking towards Saturday. You can feel the expectation is already there among the fans, especially after last weekend's result. Does that pressure ever get any easier for you?
No, not really. I think, we've been fortunate, me and Rich together, as a team, have managed 4 promotions. So I don't feel any pressure, really. I've had 8 in my career. So I think if I was in a relegation fight, a mid-table fight, a top-of-the-table fight, it's just the need and the want to win is exhausting. So I don't think that, if we'd have lost the first 2 games, I would have been any more anxious about winning this one. Or if we won the first 2, any more anxious about, you've got to win 3, 4, 5. It's just about, I just want to win. So if I took you on an arm wrestle, I'd keep going until I won one. I'll wait till you're asleep and then have a quick go. But so it's just the fact that we just want to win all the time. And it's good that and I thought the fans at Bristol were unbelievable. I mean, if they're away following sing like that every time, I'll have a great year. But yeah, it's just the fact that we just want to win and put on performances. We haven't still scored at home since I've been here, I don't think. So it'd be nice to get a win or a positive performance where we've scored would be nice. But I don't feel any pressure at all. Like I've said all along, I don't start to really even look at the league table till about 10 games in, and then you have a good feel of where you think you are and what you're lacking. But no, it's good that the fans are excited with the team, and we've made some really good signings, some really good people, and some really good players. So hopefully we can have an exciting season ahead. But after 2 games, I'm all right, I think.